Hi journal, here's to another scrumptious journal entry. Here's to cookbook episode 4. I baked a lemon poppy seed cake with a strawberry filling. It was hectic, it was tough. I crashed out a couple of times. I might have cried once or twice because everything that could go wrong did go wrong. But I enjoyed baking it, I think. I'm not sure. At the end of the day, it was nice. How it looked was compensated for by how it tasted, because by the end of that cake I didn't really care much for the design because I was so over it, but it was nice. I hope you enjoy watching as much as I enjoy filming.
Tadams, it's a voiceover. Watch me bake as I tell you about how this cake dribbled me. Okay, this is a lemon poppy seed cake with what was supposed to be a strawberry creme. Oh, it's French, so I have to say it fancy, with a strawberry creme. Side note, it flopped. I paired all of this with a cream cheese frosting. Trust me, all of these flavors paired together are a match made in heaven. It was so nice and rich and decadent. Oh, I still dream of it to this day. The recipe will be posted in the description. Alright, let's get into the gist of things. So this cake was for my graduation. Yes, I graduated. I'm a certified assistant baker. Woo! Honestly, if it was up to me, I would have just baked a triple chocolate cake, but I needed to accommodate everyone. It's good to embrace change, it's good to try out new flavors every now and again. Speaking of graduation, I only started making this cake the day before grad because I was occupied the whole entire weekend with graduation prep. And it's safe to say I shot myself in the foot because I knew that wasn't enough time to make the cake, but I still did it. So for this cake, I just used my regular vanilla cake recipe, but I added poppy seeds, lemon juice, lemon extract, and lemon zest. Basically anything that can accentuate the lemon flavor, because at the end of the day, this is a lemon poppy seed cake. Side note, I realized I prefer folding in my mixtures instead of mixing. One and the same thing. It's just more effective because my batters are a bit on the thicker side. Osana, I folded and folded until I felt like my elbows were about to fall off. Basically, this cake was just out to get me, and safe to say, mission accomplished. Lemon poppy seed cake, you did that. I cried. I cried while making this cake because anything and everything that could go wrong, guess what, did go wrong. But because it's me and I'm a certified baker, I decided never back down, never give up. I quite literally studied for this, so this situation can't be above me. Quick tip, preheat the oven before you start mixing ingredients so that it's nice and toasty by the time it's time to bake the cake. Sana bendine temba ibisiza until it took a sharp curve. No one sent me to make the strawberry cremor. I could have honestly made a strawberry curd, a strawberry jam, or even a strawberry compote, but I decided to take my small head and experiment with stuff I've never done before. On a day where I was quite literally on a time crunch, I decided, oh no, let's experiment, let's try something new, let's see what these culinary skills can do. Osana, should have stuck to what I know. But it was still edible and very delicious, may I add. It just didn't turn out the way it was supposed to. I don't know how it was supposed to turn out, but I know it didn't turn out how it was supposed to turn out. It makes sense in my head, trust me. I think the ratio of strawberry puree to egg yolks was a bit off. That and the fact that I might have unintentionally added water to it. This is where all my problems started. Sana, if I could, I would teleport to the past and tell myself, girl, change that bowl, because guess what? The bowl broke and the whole mixture poured into the pot. No, everything was everywhere. I was dashing to try and save it, and you could see in the past clip it was a bit watery, but it thickened over time. But I lost patience and I added cornstarch. It didn't thicken as much as it was supposed to, but I did my best to save it. I whisked until the end of time. Well, not until the end of time, but I whisked sana ndangara, and I just thought it would thicken as it cooled. That's a joke too, because it didn't thicken to the consistency that it needed to, and I still continued because I was on a time crunch. One thing about it though, it was still edible and delicious. Wow, cream cheese, my dear, cream cheese. I couldn't buy cream cheese because guess what? I was on a time crunch, so I had to make this cream cheese. It was super simple. I just strained whey from maas and used it like regular cream cheese, because technically it is regular cream cheese. It's just a longer process. Anna, let me fill you in about my relationship with cream cheese. And yes, I do have a relationship with cream cheese. We go way back. So my sister loves cheesecake so much, like it's to die for. Her relationship with cheesecake, Sana, love it down. So I had been trying to perfect a recipe, or like find a perfect recipe so that can make it for her. I flopped once. I'm joking. 3 times before I found a perfect recipe, but in the end I did it. I then logged it in as a cookbook episode so that in times of need she can go back and refer to it. You can also refer to it on Cookbook episode 2. Back to this cream cheese frosting. It made me cry, real tears. Real tears, because it wasn't stable enough. I guess I didn't add enough butter, but I couldn't. Well, I could, I just didn't know it wasn't stable until after I had started filling the cake. And spoiler alert, the cake was slipping and sliding. Sana, the cake fell on itself, and wow, I cried. I know another reason it was slipping and sliding is because the fillings weren't cool enough. They didn't get time to cool in the fridge, because guess what? In this country we live in, there's something called load shedding, and I think this was about 30 minutes before load shedding, and I was in a hurry to get it done so that at least it could get, a few hours to cool. Osana, I lied to myself and I knew it wasn't gonna work out, but I had hopes. My hopes were very, 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 very high, higher than they should have been. And it was fine as I was making it, as I was stacking it. Trust me, it was fine. The problem started when I put it in the freezer. Yeah. I put it in the freezer, closed the freezer for 10 minutes. I opened to check. Sana, it's doing surprising things that I haven't. Luckily, Chizi suggested that we could add plastic straws as reinforcements, and thank God she suggested that, because I was out of ideas. I was fed up, to say the least. And not too much on my cake. This was after my attempt of saving it after many, many hours of load shedding. I did my best, okay? I tried, and after this, but this was the final look. I think I did that. Very delicious, very pretty. Till next time.